Righto, Smithy. Let's have a quick game of word association, bruv. I'm going to throw some words at you. You're just going to spit them back at me. You ready? Bong.
Cron.
Ocky.
Bong.
Margot.
Northern River's finest.
Bunyip Dreamy.
Oh, sick joy.
Filthy Habits.
Bong.
Spec 73.
Savers.
Brother, the Bong! They support Ain't That Swell. They are our partners for life. And they're bringing, yet again, another classic episode of ATS to ya. Jump on their website. Plenty of new shit getting on. Otis Carey range still available. The Lottie Hall range is available. And, mate, it's good shit. Plenty of other stuff on there too. The boardies, bro, I've got them on today.
Oh, yeah.
I feel snug. On the peach. The figs.
Yeah.
The peach, whatever you want to call it.
It's good when you're having your peach and your figs firmly cradled by the supple designs of Gordon Merchant and Otis Carey and the rest of them.
It's wonderful, mate. It's wonderful. Bonkron, get on it.
Hey, well, first of all, I'd like to say, and I ASB are gonna find me, because I want to be a part of this fucking dumb wannabe tennis tour.
You know, I think they got his testicles so far up their mouths that this is bullshit, you know?
I'm not thinking about that right now. I'm just thinking about having won the world title and hopefully trying to win another one someday. You just drop in and just smack the quarterback. Drop down, snap, Well, I'll tell you, Stu, I did battle some humongous waves.
Oh, just a paper plane?
Oh, stuff looks good, Alvin.
Not bad.
Ain't That Swell with Jed and
Vaughn.
Oh, those guys are back!
Get a haircut.
Yes, shredheads, waxheads, kooks and barneys. Welcome to Ain't That Swell, the radio show dedicated to cutting fucking sick.
It is.
I'm your host, the two-time Gold Cone Peace Award-winning surf journalist, Scum Valley's finest himself, the punch-drunk pikey, the sultan of psilocybin, the maestro of micro-dosing, Smiv. I'm joined here as always by my loyal co-host and friend, frontman of the Goons of Doom, former editor of Surfing World Magazine, Tracks Magazine, and Waves Magazine, Vaughn, Rinsed Corn, Deadly.
Sober corn. Sober corn.
Unrinsed.
Unrinsed.
Oof.
Yeah. No, it's getting rinsed. But
Yeah.
no, not rinsed with the...
Not with the suds.
Not with the suds, bruv.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm keeping it nice and pure over Febs. Just because, went pretty mad over Chrissy, ate a lot of ham, ate a lot of bread, drunk a lot of piss, and now I'm just balancing it out, Smithy. Keeping it real, bruv.
It's weird when you overindulge, it gets to a point where you just kind of make yourself sick.
Yeah.
You fucking sick yourself. You feel sick in your own skin. You just are a self-loathing piece of shit. And you go, you know what? I'm pulling the pin. No more fucking ham. No more late-night potato bake.
Yep.
No more early morning fructose indulgences with your Cocoa Pops and your Just Rights.
You know what's sick, though, is just how easy it is to just flick the switch.
Just snap
I
out
just
of it.
woke up 1st of February and went, you know what? I'm just going to take a little time out. Like, fuck, no pressure on anyone else to accommodate me or no delay on sort of like getting the starting gun firing. I was just like, that's it. Today's the day. And I've sort of set myself a little goal, 2 months. I've done it intentionally in line with the Johnny Gannon challenge. I thought I was actually going to sign up and do it, but I've held off on doing that, and I just want to do it on my own steam. Still doing the exercise and stuff, but anyway, that's where I'm at, mate. Feeling fucking good, man. Clear, ready, focused, and really tuned in to what's coming with this Aussie leg, because it's only just around the corner, man. Pipe Chang done. Burley. There's a Burley 4-star Kiwi.
That's going to be nuts.
Like, not a Chang, a Kiwi. Like, and a lot of Chang lords are going in it.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck, dude, we're on here. Let's go. And plus, we got the ABB around the corner. We got the World Club Challenge on. We'll talk about that in a minute. But so much to look forward to, bruv.
Yeah. And in line with that, it's a really good time to power up, Vaughn.
Let's power up, Smithy.
And that's actually what we're going to be doing on February 21st. Ain't That Swell? The inaugural Swellness Summit presents Power Up, our first kind of mini Swellness Summit at B3 there in Brunswick Heads, part of the Social Remedy family, just the most fucking skits, high-tech biohacking lab. It's a by-donation event, or it's essentially like a free community event, but if you don't have money, you can select $0, but we do have to cover just the salaries of the workers who are running the joint. Everything else is free. Benny Owens has been kind enough to let us have the run of his facility. So we're basically going to be doing breath work, meditation, some
Sick.
movement, ice bath, sauna. We're going to be doing little podcasts throughout the day,
Yep.
some music, films, philosophy. Basically create this biohacking stacking protocol where we just heap every single known hacking, biohacking protocol on top of each other and see how fucking powered up we can get
Sick,
as a
dude.
crew. So come on down. You'll be there.
I'll be there.
I'll be there.
100%. And you know what? Like it's
There'll be some surf
it
legends
is.
there.
It's a perfect segue from what I was talking about because like sometimes the idea of doing a little power up for yourself, it's like a harder thing to reach than just doing it, if that makes sense. So just lock it in your calendar. Feb 21.
Feb 21.
Brunswick Heads.
Brunswick Heads, I think it's from kind of around 1 o'clock to 5
Yeah.
p.m. I think there might be even a little doof afterwards that those who have powered up can come to. And
Yep.
yeah, it's just going to be one of them things where we make ourselves feel absolutely invincible
Sick,
as a
bro.
crew and share the collective energy and collective knowledge of some of our mentors and gurus
Love
and
it.
our surf icons and whoever else.
All right. Well, we'll release a little more info on that, plus sort of more info, I guess, online for people who want to check it out. But
Link to the tickets is in the bio
oh, cool! In our bio now
of the show. Yeah.
Oh, good one. Jump on that, Swellians, because we've had a lot of requests from people saying, when is the next Swellness?
Sorry, show notes, I should say.
Show notes.
If you go to
Yeah.
the bottom of underneath this show on Spotify or whatever, you'll see a little link there.
Perfect.
Hit it, sign up, let's go.
Yeah,
Let's old
unreal.
bro.
And come on down, Swellians. Like, we've had lots of crew asking when is the next Swellness. This is our cheap shot into that bigger event, which we will do. But come on down. Me and Smithy will be there, charge up with us. Let's get fucking charged up. Finger buns.
Number 5.
Oh, hang on, mate. Up.
Oh, can't forget up.
Come on, bruv. Up, bro. Get that right up yous. Well and truly up yous. I don't know what more I can say to try and convince people to get on the UP program. Like, it's a fucking institution that has been made by people who care about how you're going with your finances. And in this day and age where we are completely monopolised, getting absolutely strung out, hung out by the big 4 banks and the fucking 2 supermarkets and the 2 airlines and every other conglomerate of just people rinsing the absolute shit out of us, pushing up fees, pushing up prices. UP is here to fucking save and salvage the day, brother.
They're absolute saviours of the common man, the Australian working class. I'll tell you who would have been on the UP program. Plenty of those Changers battlers, because, look, they're not rolling in it.
Who's
Let's
on
be
it?
real.
Morgs. Morgs
Of course
is an
he
up
is.
dude. Pretty sure Cal's an up dude. Who else was an up dude?
I'm pretty sure direct audio from that clip as he snaked Barron and knifed in was up. The back
Get
of the
that
sky,
up, yes! Get that up, yes! And the offer's still alive, Smithy. UTFS 20 Swellians. Go to the website, UP Banking, and, mate, put in the code. 20 clams to kick off your UP journey. Go for it. It's fucking good shit.
20 clams in your clam. How good.
Yeah. Number 5.
Gabby Bryan wins the pipe chang with a vulgar, emasculating display of power. If you're a man like myself, I feel deeply humiliated and wronged by the buckets of water she was moving. She
is
displaces oceans.
Us out and out thug, dude. A thug.
Yeah,
It's hectic.
it is. She absolutely cleaves it like few others. I mean, we've been talking this up for
We have.
quite a while now, but yet more proof, especially in the Hawaiian juice with a bit of long energy and cupped out vert walls. She goes hard at it. And it's all about the cleave, the snap and the cleave.
Yeah.
But fuck, really, it's about the cleave for me. The
Yeah.
hacks are fucking peerless. As a dude, I feel like I've been cucked. Frankly, I feel like just a pitiful worm of a human. Watching Gabby surf. What a
It's
maniac.
hectic, mate. It is everything we've always said it is. It's Matt Hoy. It's Matt Archibald. It's the best of Riss, Arnie Riss. She brought some serious power. Steph Gilmore, don't mistake the lithe limbs of Queen Gilmore for not having power. Bit of Tyler Wright in there, but this is a new benchmark, dude. Like the backhand shawaks in this final were so meaty. Like sending just sheets of sails to the wind, brother. Sails to the wind. Sheets to the wind. Old school.
Yeah.
Master and Commander. Like Heart in the Sea. Herman Melville type shit. It's good stuff.
Yeah, it was apocryphal. It was apocryphal, especially for her competitors. The world champ, the Sunny Coast Grit Queen, Molly Picklum.
Yep.
She makes it another pipe final in a canter. Throws down the turn of the entire event. Just a backside hanger for the ages. Wobbly left. It was like, in the overhead range, but pretty much it was pretty onshore.
Yeah.
It was, the leftovers of the day before. But, pretty contestable throughout the event window. Still a couple moments. The Pickle threaded, I think it was an 8.23 for a pretty fun little backdoor drainer. Brooksy Bra got a pretty mental backdoor drainer as well. Backside. I can't recall too many women going backside out there. And in fact, it's a really challenging way of backdoor, backside for some reason. It's just fucking just getting the pace, and it's like often a doggy door, and it's not finishing on sand like pipe. It's finishing in the shallowest possible rocks.
But
But,
true that.
yeah.
No, but no, you're dead right. Molly's turn is really worth talking about because actually just her performance in this event, again, it wasn't the most... Like, look, is it a missed opportunity that they didn't send the Changa Queens out in some of the heavier water that was on during the event window? Maybe. But there's no doubt that when you have the cream rising to the top, there's CT class in there. There's 3 names you expect to be there. Molly, I guess Betty Lou and Moana are the 2 people who suffered the most by not getting better waves. But I don't know, Smithy. I just thought Molly, she copped a head knock on the Goldie before she went over there.
Was
kept
that
her out of the water.
That wild dismount where she gets like clipped and then coat hanged, and it's like one of the most spazzo falls you've ever seen.
Really? Oh, maybe. I didn't cop that one.
Oh, she's like just highlining it, about to launch, I'm guessing, like going so fast, and just gets clipped on her way to the section, and just, it's one of the most awkward.
Oh, so full coat hanger.
Like, I've never seen a wipeout like it.
Wow, it might have been that.
She shared on her Instagram. It's so comical, but like the speed she's traveling at and just how unprepared she is for impact suggests that might have been the one.
Just a full Hopawati, just a big old...
Yeah, Hopawati on Keith Galloway, just pretty much a forearm
elbow
to the temple. Yeah, kind of.
Well, she gets over there and being the queen that she is, defending world champ, like just trots through the early heats, unchallenged pretty much. And it wasn't right up until the end when the barrels disappeared and she had to go to the turn so that we saw her kind of open up for the first time. That turn is as good as any turn of the whole event, men's or women's. Like it's just so perfectly timed. The confidence. Remember we saw Morgs do one in I think it was, was it the final?
Yeah,
where he overcooks
the
it.
click and drift.
It's just that tiny bit of class difference that a world champ carries, isn't it? Like they don't fuck those up. And it set her up to win the final, and in the end, there was just no backup.
Couldn't get the backups.
Nah.
Yeah, she was the form surfer of the event, I thought, the Pickle. But, it's just a bit like that once pipe enters that onshore shit show. Like, it's a crapshoot, and it's always a battle of the backups, isn't it?
Brooksy Bra. Wow. She's really starting to showcase something special. Heard rumours, I've seen posts from Brooksy Bra where she's just been in the hub, like in the facility, on the machines, tubes hooked up to her nose, like little sensors on her temples, like just managing everything. She looks so fit. And there were just moments in this comp that show what she is, like what she's capable of, what she can do, man. It's terrifying for the other women this year, except for one Achilles heel, and that is her stature, man. Her size is exposed on rail big time.
Yeah, I've been thinking about this a lot lately, this concept of like almost weight divisions in pro surfing, because, when you're a lithe, tiny character, you're just going to be out-muscled on rail and in a lot of varieties of surfing. And you see it, the men seem to have realised this, and they're beefing up. Like, you look at the current generation of top elite talent, they're all fucking giants. Conor O'Leary, Cole Houshman, Yago, Medina, John, just big rigs. Cal Robson, Ethan, so yeah, you go back into the women's draw, and I guess I don't know if they necessarily have the capacity to carry as much muscle and weight as some of the elite men, but yeah, is that a necessity that Aaron Brooks carries a bit more strength or
I don't know
weight
how much
to compete
more
at this level?
strength or weight she could put on, dude.
Yeah,
like she's actually quite, she's fucking fit as. She's got muscle. Like she's not like a thin little powerless teenage girl. She's like a proper, weapon. She's built her body like that. I think it's just a time thing. Maybe it's just a maturity because when she's hitting the lip, like no one is hitting the lip with more power. Like on her backhand especially, she will push the tail through the lip and send a fucking plume as big as anyone.
The timing is sweet.
It is unbelievable. Front side too, like no weakness. Through the lip, the tail blow she's got is a full power move. But mate, the rail, it just isn't there yet. But I plead to you, Smithy, to look back at John when he first got on tour and the commentary on his front side raps. Everyone knew he had the air game. Everyone knew he had the tube nous. But his front side rap got plenty of critics. And as soon as he beefed up and learned how to harness, that whip that he's got, and I'm sure it's coming for Aaron, it'll manifest. It'll show itself. The thing about this year is that the first 3 waves of the year are open water, powerful. First 2. Snapper, we saw what she did against Steph last year where she just bombed her out of the comp. It's really interesting, man. I feel like we're sort of set up for this. The tail of the tape will be the super light queens, speedy, futuristic queens against the proper power heathens. Your Gabbies, your Rissas, your Stephs, and Molly sits right in the middle. Because Katie, Erin, and there's a few other sort of lightweight or lighter sort of surfers on tour. That's going to be the battle. And who's going to get the win? It feels at the moment like Gabby's got the advantage, yeah.
It's such a good point. Katie is, again, such a diminutive little frame and, rides kind of bigger boards and manages to generate crazy lines and plenty of spray. But when you're up against Gabby Bryan, and the pickle, like you say, is definitely, she's a lot bigger than Katie.
Foot in both camps, kind of. Because her rail game...
Ultimate athletic physique, really. Just like that classic kind of not short, not tall, just sinewy, muscular, like a kind of a slightly thicker, shorter version of Steph. And Steph generates tons of power. Like sinew and range, when unleashed in a big whip and sting into the coping, like Steph's signature kind of frontside snap. Fuck, mate, that thing is so powerful. I even think of Toledo, like early on in his career, we would actually be howling with laughter at how fast and on rail and crazy his surfing was. But it did feel like you were just watching this kind of mini-me compared to the rest of the guys on tour. And as soon as he thickened up, the world titles came. And
don't forget, I was just talking to Connor O'Leary this morning about this. Philippe Toledo outpowered Freddie Marias in a J-Bay final north of 8 foot. Like, outpowered him. Like, that is fucking says everything you need to know about that low center of gravity. You can tap into the power once I think it's just technique. I honestly reckon it might just be technique with Aaron. Like, every other aspect of her surfing is so brutal, so fast. There's definitely power there. It's just like, maybe she should just give Dion Aegis a call and learn how to get that top to bottom frontside cutty. You know, that grab rail thing where he just comes fanging out and just buries it as hard as he can and just use the entire face. Because at the moment, her wrap is a little bit top half of the wave. It doesn't ever sort of come all the way down to the bottom. Just a tiny little correction there needed, Smithy. But again, how good, mate. Fuck, women's surfing's going to be a howler of a year. And the pickle, like, good signs from her. Sorry, mate, just to get back to the point with that turn, like, so good. But far out, Gabby Bryan's just backside. That one backside wave where she did, like, wrapped off 3 or 4 turns and just bashed it. Even got a little airdrop off the last one. So sick.
Mate, it's scary for the women's competitors. Bells, Snapper, Margs, El Salvador, pretty much. They're like all rippable, let's say like El Salvador's probably a little bit soft, but Gabby's like she's won that event, hasn't she? Or a final anyway. So like just any rippable right with a bit of steepness or a bit of energy behind it. Fuck, it's hard to see her getting beaten.
Yeah, it is. Good year ahead. Number 4.
Good news, Sally Fitz, Our Sal is back on tour. Yeah, unbelievable. And looking like a really good season for her, shaping up the way it's all structured. No cut, a heap of waves. She's very experienced at. Yep. On the back of a final on the Goldie last year too. Plenty left to give for Our Sal. Heartbreak after missing the cut. But she gets on the Chang and just mows it down, means corn. A full event to go, and she is back on the world tour.
Yeah, how do you see it playing out for Our Sal? Is she going to be, making a move? Is she a top 5 contender, or is she going to be selling on sheds year's end?
I like the look for her in terms of there not being a cut. I feel like that really favours her. Like over the course of a year, she's a veteran campaigner. She's been there so many times before. It's a marathon, not a sprint. And I think that favours Sal. So many reps on the board at pretty much all the waves on tour. I feel like, she's a specialist in rippable conditions. So, like, aerials aren't really a thing, although she's kind of got that air rev semi-locked. She's pulled it out to, pretty good effect in the past. Yeah. But, I feel like her strength is just, like, rippable waves with push, which there's plenty of on tour.
Man, I agree. I reckon the tour's set up for Sal. Like, it's a lot of fun. She doesn't mind the juice. She actually fucking has won at Cloudbreak. She's pretty decent on the backside tube. She's one of those surfers who just fucking gets to work on her weaknesses. Like, you can argue that there's not a whole lot of that going on the women's tour in the past. Although I do see a pretty big shift in sort of like everyone realising what it's going to take to win now. The days of just cruising to a world title are so done on that tour, man. But on the positive side as well for Sal is like watching the Chang. There isn't a whole lot going on beneath her. But like a lot of the surfers who are coming through who are going to qualify, I wouldn't say are on Sal's level out of the new women. And I mean, a good example of that is that of that Pipe Chang event in the men's, it was basically all Chang Lords getting through into the quarters, semis and final other than Griffin. And in the women's, it was kind of a different tale. It was like Erin, Molly and Gabby, 3 women on tour.
And an Israeli.
Gobbling up fucking points like you cannot believe.
Yeah.
28,885 points gone, evaporating from the women. But does that not tell you that like there's a little bit of a quality vacuum in terms of like who should be on tour right now?
It seems like that. The women's side of the draw in the Challenger Series lacks the depth clearly compared to the men's. The men's, it couldn't be more jam-packed with freakish talent. That pipe contest was unbelievable. Every single surfer in it had the want and the ability to pack every single wave that came through. I don't think there was a single fucking empty for like days, which made it one of the great spectacles. But on the women's side of the draw, you got a very different story where you got a surfer from Israel, a Nat Laylor, hardly a surfing superpower. I don't know what the fucking right wedges are like off the break wall in Tel Aviv, but I don't think they stack up to backdoor and pipe. And yet there she is in the final.
She got a few too. She got a bit of fish.
Mate, she's been there and thereabouts in a few events. I think she was she in the World Juniors? Or was that there was a male surfer in the World Junior final, I think, from Israel. So they're having a crack, the Israelis, in more ways than one. But it does seem to be a very different story in terms of depth, which again just plays into the hands of Sal Fitzgibbon, whose work ethic is peerless. That's the one thing.
Her passion is unmatched.
She's going to give you 100% of the time, and she knows how difficult it is on that next tier. Like, nothing's been gifted to her throughout her entire career, from Gerringong or Giroa or one of those little South Coast fucking backwater, backhead fucking weird zones. But she's a working class grinder.
Go, Sal.
Keep on grinding, Sal.
Love it, Sal. Love you, Sal. Our Sal. And how good too, Smithy, that the year's kicking off in Australia. Like, few surfers on this tour generate a crowd buzz like Sally Fitzgibbons. Like anyone who even remotely knows surfing in this country knows who she is. So she's got the crowd on her side when she walks down the path at Bell's, down the path at Margie's where she's won. Snapper, obviously.
She's a cult hero.
Mate, she was in the final last year and you should have fucking heard the noise when she was like getting through heat after heat. Almost brought to tears by the fact that she was keeping the dream just ever so closely alive before the fucking guillotine came down and she was gone! Cut! Fight! In Margaret's. And just, heartache, mate, I'll tell you. That's the one thing. That's my only request for Sal, Smithy. No more heartache, Sal. Can't take it, mate. It just gets me. Love you too much. Number 3.
The Fresh Prince of Thundercloud and the Stab Junior Surfer of the Year, as anointed by your boys Smiv and Deadly. James Cusatino has rocked up in the islands, bruh.
What?
The other ones.
Yeah.
For his first ever trip to the North Shore and has wasted no time getting straight out the bay. How about a warm-up at Pipe or Rocky Ledge? No, straight out the bay on his 10-0.
Yeah.
And, got a knife one from deep, found a pretty trippy triangle to backdoor.
He got barreled, eh?
Got fully
Did
pitted.
he go left?
He went right.
Oh, thank God for
but
that.
it was like kind of I don't know, one of those mid-size ones that's not fully like legitimate back ledge thing.
Yeah.
But had the chip on the back ledge and then managed to kind of weave through and saw this nice, juicy down the line tube section and fully packed it. Unbelievable to see this kid. And it's such a peculiar sponsorship scenario. Like, former, it's like fucking Dane Reynolds, Craig Anderson. I don't know who else I got. Like A10. He's A10 on the program?
No, he's A10's
He's
bong.
But he's always in their films and shit.
Yeah. Chapter 11 kid. Who is on former?
Parker Coffin. I don't know if they're sponsored by Chapter 11, but they're putting out content on them, feature-length content,
Yeah.
so there's some kind of relationship there. But then James Cusatino, this unknown kid from Cloudbreak.
Just a slipping and a sliding all right through the guts of all these, like, consequential left-hand pits down Thundercloud Reef.
Yeah.
Madness.
It is madness. For Ando and Dane to see so much potential in this kid and fully back him and get him to the North Shore of Oahu and basically make sure he doesn't just slip through the cracks that's so commendable for those two guys.
Mate, I reckon they might have a really awkward situation on their hands where Cusatino finals or wins a CT at Cloudbreak at some point in the future. How are they going to handle that? Is that on brand, or are they going to give him a hoot and just say, hey, James, mate, chill out on this heat surfer business, bruh? But it's cool that he got to the Hawaii because in the, I don't know if you saw it, Smithy, but during the WSL finals, they actually had the Fiji National Championships in the lead up to the finals. And there was Shay, James, another one of their mates, and the three of them had sort of made a deal that they had to finish first, second, and third because that way all the prize money would add up to the airfares to Hawaii. Well, guess what? They got stitched up by the only other cunt in the final who won the comp, and so they all missed out on the major prize. And
I saw Shay was there
Yeah.
on the North Shore with James.
Yeah, he would have been.
So he still made it.
But what I'm stoked about is they got there because that was the goal. Like, they all wanted to go to Hawaii. They wanted to get a taste of it. They all wanted to go to Chopes as well. So sick that he's over there just packing them deluxe and no doubt bringing that sort of Pacific identity that we've been talking about for a long time, the Asia-Pacific region, sharing that mana and the understanding the wave knowledge because for real, mate, there's a 3-year contract on Thundercloud Reef as a CT, starts this year, and that guy is going to be surfing at least one of these events. Like, they're going to have trials, depending on what the trials do and what the surf's like, might dictate whether he's in or not this year or next. But he will do damage if it's 8 to 10 foot, proper second ledge, and the turns kind of take a little backseat to just the full-blown orb wrangling. Like, he is that freakish.
Yeah, it's going to be so interesting to see. I mean, as freakish as talents can be, until they're kind of put into that 30-minute window, and then you see what they can produce in real time with tight windows.
And a beast paddling up your ratchet.
Yeah, putting you under the pump and who's fucking absolutely
But
grinding
to
for
his
family.
credit, man, you sit out there on a pumping day, and it does not matter who's in that lineup. He's getting the wave.
Totally.
Yeah. So
Yeah, he's got a absolutely peerless connection with that joint. So
Yeah.
that's got to count for something.
fully. And a shout out to Shay for he's really driving that next wave of Fiji talent, making sure they're getting spotlights, making sure the WCL knows who they are for when the opportunities pop up. He's been driving that boat for a while.
What's his story?
He's just a local guy, fucking rips. He charges. He's always out there getting pitted. I wanted to get him on the potty when I was over there, but he wasn't ever on Tavi. Actually, I did see him one night, the party night, where that's where James told me that he never even set foot on that island, which fucking blew my head off. I was like, what? It's one of the best ever cloud break surfers, never set foot. Local as well, on Tavarua. Mad. But we'll get Shay on. We'll have a good chat to him because he's a real passionate believer in Fiji surfing for sure.
Yeah, okay. So he grew up in Fiji?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Because like the other great Fijian surfer, Tavita Guklau's from West Oz.
Yeah.
Grew up there, but working in the mines, fucking unbelievable. I'm pretty sure he's definitely finaled in some of those Fiji national
has.
championships.
He has.
In the past.
He's had a few wild cards
Amazing
too, for
surfer.
sure.
Toomey's Lord. Hikes over to cloud break and fucking threads a couple there on your feet.
On your deluxe number 2.
Johnny John Floz Floz reveals all about his reason to step away from the world tour to Stab Magazine, Rinse Corn, and
Expose, Scoop the loop.
proper scoop. And mate, after reading it, it's hard to argue with him. Like, here's a bit of what he had to say on family reasons. At the end of last year, I came home and I was saying, all right, I'm going to try to get back into that competitive mindset. I thought it'd be easy, but it was really the free surfing side of it that kept pulling me in, just going out and surfing. I found myself gravitating back to that. Like, I want to draw this kind of line, try this kind of board. Then on the family side, I just don't want to miss these years with my son. The time I got to spend with him and my wife last year, being together all the time, it was priceless. Being on tour with all the travel, it's not realistic. And if you want to win, that's a really selfish pursuit. It's all about you. You come back from a session and it's like, no, I need to decompress. I need to think about what just happened. I need to think about, I need to eat right, sleep all night, do this, do that. So that's a really solid point. Hard to argue with that. I mean, he is...
You can almost hear the groan at the end of that sentence, eh? Like, oh, mate, just let me just get out on the boat. Just let me have a free life, bruh. Can't you?
Yeah.
You can hear it. You can hear the groan. You can hear the eyes rolling. Like, there's just no desire to be there once he starts adding it all together and going, this sounds like a fucking big drain.
Yeah, like I said in the last episode, it's always seemed a little bit incongruous. And as soon as he got a touch or a taste of life at sea with his family, just surfing misto waves all across the Pacific, like this to me always seemed like the trajectory for John.
Yeah.
And now he's there. He's surely not coming back. So this is what we had to say about sailing. We actually sailed to Oz and came into the Gold Coast. Seeing those high rises, sailing there from another country was a really cool experience, and the crossing was epic. My family wasn't on the boat for that one, just my brother Ivan, Eric, Bustin Knutson, and another friend. But when we got there, it hit me. The adventure's over? What? It just didn't feel like it should be over. It was a moment of realization, like I'm starting to understand sailing better, and I feel like we could go anywhere, whether it's Indo, Africa, or anywhere else. You realize you can just pick up and go.
Oh, the FOMO, the jealousy just absolutely kicked me in the nuts then, Smithy.
What a life.
Oh, my God.
It's amazing.
What a great place to pull in. You couldn't have picked a better spot than Surfers Paradise or the Goldie to come sailing around the corner after, hanging out with the fucking island life people of the South Pacific and just cruising out there on the sea. And the first thing you see is just fucking pumped up lips and fake eyelashes and fake nails and freaking sleeve tats and fucking roided out just meth lords screaming at each other in the lineup and snapper.
Perfect.
Fucking turn the boat around, cunt, I'm never coming home.
Yeah, the man who is whipping around, towing people in off the back of their fishing trawler and
dry rooting turtles and sharks.
Shotgun and beers.
Oh my God, fuck!
yeah.
It's just flawless place to come in.
Mate, just park that fucking catamaran, just ram it straight up the beach at Palmy, run straight into shooters, just start slamming shots. get some silicone in your face.
Yeah.
And just go, baby, I'm home. Bunker Speckles style.
he probably
Syringe in each arm.
Pulled into the marina, ran inside, did a quick piss, came outside, and there was like a $280 parking ticket on his yacht. You fucking get me out of here, bruh.
I can't believe he's managed to become so proficient in sailing so quick. Like, does he have a ghost crew on there? Is someone else? Does he have a captain? Like, what's the actual dynamics of
Mate, it's just
him sailing?
No,
Is it just him?
It's just him, man.
That's fucking insane.
Yeah, that is crazy. And like he's got lives in his hands, man.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
I'll never forget in that Torrin Martin film where he was sailing around Indo and like towards the end where they have a real fuck up, like the boat starts taking up water.
Yeah, the bilge
his girlfriend
starts to-
is pregnant,
Yeah.
and he knows it as he's underwater trying to fucking seal the boat
Well-
off in the middle of the ocean, stormy seas. Isn't he trying to actually seal the boat from the? Like he's gone over the side and he's trying to patch it from the outside or something.
I think
like
he's
that?
doing it from the inside.
Oh my God, dude, it's fucking so
There's definitely
hectic.
some investigating from the outside, and night is falling, and you kind of just assume that life and death moment will come up at some point.
It's going to.
It just has to.
And so simple, man.
Oh.
One little mistake, you know what I mean? Like it's like when you're watching any adventure series, it's the simplest little thing. Oh, I didn't put that lug in. Oh, I didn't put the pin in that holds the sail so it doesn't fucking whack me over the back of the head when I turn around to throw a bit of shit overboard or whatever, you know? It's all that stuff.
And any mechanical failure or any issue, you're not just calling up the fucking NRMA to come and sort you out. You're like 1,000 nautical miles out to sea just drifting.
Fuck, it'd be good if you could though. Hey, mate, Trev here, what's the problem? Yeah, we'll get you back on the road, no worries, mate.
Mate, it's so
I love those
psycho.
guys.
It's so impressive. He's managed to compile the skill set he has as a professional surfer, a 3-time world champ. He's had serious injuries. He's just had so much going on in his life. And then to just tag on to the end of that, yes, global sailor with my family. I'm just fucking basically like one of the most skits seaman surfers of all time. All of a sudden, he's just transgressed into a whole nother bracket of surfer. He's like, Martin Daly can't do fucking carve downs and knife Mr. Pacific slabs like John can, but yet John somehow sailing the seas like Martin Daly. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is mad. That's incredible. Like that paragraph though, that gets you. Like if you're sitting around and you're listening to this in your car or on the side or shovel in hand digging a trench, fuck, you must be have the sour taste, the bitter taste of lemons somewhere in the back of your throat. I've got it.
And talking about the potential of dying at sea or disaster, when I think about it, you're way more of a chance of getting in some kind of car crash or, held up and stabbed to death at knife point by some crazed meth addict in West Tweed near where his wife's from. So, look, there's many ways to go on land, particularly on the, kind of in waist-deep water in Australia at the moment. If you just happen to stroll out for your dip in the middle of a frenzying bait ball of school sharks.
No, we're all doomed, Smithy. Why not get on a boat and sail over the horizon, mate, like John?
There's a bit more to this story. So, Sam Mack asks, so what's the goal? Where do you guys want to end up? John says, I think the goal would be to sail around the world. Go to Indo, then the Maldives, maybe Madagascar and Africa, then up to Brazil. After that, the Panama Canal, the Caribbean, all that. I don't know. It just seems like it'd be amazing to do a full loop around the world. And so talking about surf adventures too, and some of the waves he's surfing and scoping out, this fucking blew my mind. Yeah, it's actually pretty crazy how many of the good waves have that clear drop-off in the reef, whether it's shelfy or has big holes in it. You can tell pretty quickly which waves are worth it. And now with drones, it's even crazier. You're 2 miles out, flying the drone in, scanning the whole reef as you pass by it. You'll spot a spit and think, that's it. Then we'll pull out, find a little spot to anchor, and go try surf it. The more you travel, the better you get at reading the swell and wind conditions, knowing where to be and when. At the start of the trip, I'd think, this is the good reef, so I'd head there and the wind would be off. I'd be like, well, the forecast did say it'd be shitty. So instead of forcing it, you learn to be like, all right, the wind's shitty here, let's go check out these other spots instead. It sounds pretty straightforward, but when you're out there, it's hard. You're staring at this one reef that looks perfect on Google Earth, but the other one is 300 miles away and the wind's going to be right there. You're making these calls, and it's funny how you can convince yourself to go to the spot with onshore wind, even though you know better. Yeah. A lot of logistics of just checking spots and I can't believe it, how many misto little knuckles and nooks he's finding.
And
Like,
just having the knowledge that he has to know whether it's doable or not. Like the rest of us are going, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe should we cruise up to this really big reef pass up the bay a bit? Like he's looking at proper little, like you say, knuckles. Just a tiny little hole in the reef that has a little, like an escape route, and it's doable for him. Everything's possible for this guy, man.
crazy.
So jealous.
And I mean, looking at the route he's running, what was he saying? Like the Panama Canal, Madagascar. Look, if he starts running low on funds, or the stock price of Florence Marine starts to dip, I know another way you can get an earn heading up that way. I know, mate. Juan Benitez. If you want his number, Johnny Johnny Floz Floz, can hook you up, mate. You'll chat to a couple of mates in South Sydney there, and the boys are on for
Oh,
it.
that sounds real nice, Smithy.
Couple of keys of the old Bolivian ether wash. Do it
Here we
old
go,
school.
bro.
If
What
you want to
about-
be really cool, if you want to be really Martin Daly, Peter McCabe, Abdul Speck.
No, it's time.
Yeah, it's time.
Yeah. Like, what's in the
Loosen
hull
up
of this
the
boat?
coit.
How much storage is in it? Hey, just out of interest, mate. How much storage you got in the bottom of that boat there? What do you reckon? You couldn't just take a couple of packages back home to Australia for me, could you, mate? Ah, sweet. Deal done. What about the little bit of shade that he throws there at the start too, you got to be selfish. You got to be self-absorbed. You got to it's got to be all about you, and just everyone, all the guys on tour who are definitely reading this interview. Like they're not sitting around going, I wonder what John's doing. They're all reading it.
Selfish,
and they're all just sitting there.
narcissist,
Me?
toxic, masculinity. This is the scratch. You win 3 and then you bail and just throw shade on us. Tip a bucket of vitriol on the heads of your competitors as you sail off into the sunset. That's the scratch.
Nah, you're right. It'll be amazing if he ever goes back to the tour. You just another year, when he comes back and his neck beard's sort of like down to his belly button, and he's got forearm tattoos of anchors, and an eye patch. He's going to have an eye patch at some point.
That's a guarantee.
Yeah.
There's only so many open ocean crossings you can do with all those needlefish whizzing around.
A couple of gold teeth, a little stump where his ankle used to be, all that stuff, mate. He's going to be such an ocean going, cool Lord. And I one back at Smithy. I back you, John.
Fully back,
Here,
John.
here.
Mate,
Doff of the cap.
It's one of the great experiments. He's a mad futurist. And you got to love, how state-of-the-art that catamaran must be, Bella. It's a cat, isn't it? Or is it a
I think
tri?
so. I don't know. Well, don't know. Haven't looked.
But holy smokes, just aircon, state-of-the-art TV. You got Buster Nuts on there, shooting all your clips. Got your family cooking your omelettes. Wow.
Oi, Buster, whack on that clip from day 32 again, mate. I want to watch that one again. That's so good.
Fucking
Man,
hell.
what's the movie going to be like? God, I hope he goes full Albie Mangles and, sprinkles a little bit of spice on these things.
And a big shout out to Jacko Coffee as well, who kind of run a similar program.
We've got to get him on, bro.
The east coast of Oz.
Yeah.
Sailed all the way, did a full semi,
Like in a little fishing boat or something, like not even a yacht.
Yeah, it was all on petrol, which was pretty pricey, but fuck, his rig was skits too. What a hectic rig he had.
Yeah.
With his old man and stopping along, seeing mates, catching big pelagics,
And just timing
getting a
it,
few
like
bits.
doing these little sort of cannibal runs where like they'd see that the swell would be down or that there'd be no weather systems, and they'd just go hammer it from port to port. Fucking wild journey. Never heard of anything like it.
Fuck, it's the mad steez. It's the next frontier. Just punter, ripper, underground dudes just getting in the boat with their old man. And
Maybe that's what we
sailing.
should do, mate. Just get invest in a little bit of or try and get a little bit of money in. I don't know who from. Maybe Up, maybe Billabong. Invest in a little SS corn rinse and sail off over the horizon. Smiv and Deadly. The next adventure's just a subtly change away, mate.
Oh yeah. I can imagine it ending up more like Gilligan's Island, and we're just fucking stuck on some
Papillon.
Melanesian atoll, dying of hunger and thirst,
Well,
and surrounded by fucking annoying boomers.
Or to doing the Papillon route where we just find ourselves on some sort of incredible island with native people who love us, and we end up in a little hutchie with 2 wives each and
Sounds
a bounty
mental.
banquet of mangoes and coconuts.
Fuck, I love the sound of that, being stuck in a thatched hut with a couple of nubile Melanesian women, and A perfect little kind of George Pitar-esque right reef out the front.
Oh.
All the coconuts and yams you can eat. Kidding me?
John.
Where do I sign up? Save me,
Oh,
Johnny
can
Johnny
we
Floz
come,
Floz.
bro? Can we come? Number 1.
For on the World Cup Challenge,
It is.
a.k.a. the Usher Cup. It kicks off this Friday.
Finally.
At Snapper Rocks. And look, it looks like there's going to be a tidy little east swell.
I think so.
And south winds. So nothing too big, but you'd think enough to activate the snapper zone for sure.
So good, man. Like, this is it. This is the firing gun for the Aussie surf season, because from the World Cup onwards, or World Club Challenge onwards, we've got, Kiwis, Changers, the last Chang of the year at Surfest, which we will deep dive. We'll do a big preview on that. And then straight into Bells in the Aussie League. So, and the ABB thrown in there as well. So this is a real good chance for a lot of the Aussie clubs to flex their muscle. But for the international clubs who come over, man, like, could you imagine the bragging rights coming to a place that has had board riders club culture embedded in our experience of surfing since day dot? You know the stories. We've been spitting the winkle for a fucking long, long time, mate. There's been shenanigans galore and pathways for pro surfers going way back to days of yore. And imagine beating us. Imagine it being that club from overseas that beats us. And there's a fucking few of them.
Oh, yeah, let's get into a few of the teams. Our good mates, Legian Board Riders Club from over there on the beautiful island of Bali.
The boys are bringing over a suitcase of little wooden fucking penis bottle openers. So if you want to get a cheap one of those from the lads.
Traditional carving.
Yeah, traditional.
Some traditional woodwork.
Good price too. Good price for you.
Absolutely. For you, Mr. Epic price. And I think as well, a couple of suitcases of pretty cheap Valium.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, pseudo.
Nice.
Mate, the thing I love about the Balinese when they come to Australia, what you can guarantee is those guys will fucking smoke themselves retarded. Mate, from the moment they step off the flight to the moment they get back on them, they've just got the reddest, squintiest eyes, just absolutely power-lunging thumb screw rompers. You got to love it.
Love seeing the Legian crew come out. Well played.
Well played, Legian. It'll be good to see you around the Mull Bowl. I'll be there with you. Omi-Wan. Board riders,
sick.
Japan, not to be confused with Obi-Wan board riders from
Tatooine or one of the Star Wars planets.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We'll hopefully get them next year once we shore up Elon Musk's SpaceX program. But until then, it's Omi-Wan, and I don't know who they'll be bringing. I wonder if is there a Tanaka brother in there? Maybe a Ryaru Itu.
Maybe.
Kato Matsuoka would be good.
Maybe
Toshiona's got a son that rips, doesn't he?
Maybe Masa.
Is he like the spiritual leader of that club? Has he been around for one of these?
It seems like
the Japanese Curran.
I don't know, but it does seem like a lot of the spiritual elders do come out as the leaders of these clubs. Who do we have? Brady Simpson came out, didn't he?
Yeah,
for HB.
Yep.
And Crano comes out with the San Clemente crew. It's a good list here. But look at this, mate. Bay board riders from New Zealand. The 29 Hood Surf Club.
From La Torched
in France.
Wow.
Is that where Pagey spent most of his time when he was in France?
If Pagey was ever going to pull up stumps in a suburb in France, it'd be called The Torched. The Torched. The home of The Torched. But yeah, what a radical name. 29 Hood Surf Club. Are you sure it's not from the outskirts of Marseille and it's just a bunch of Cameroonian psychos who are going to absolutely rip the bag?
That would be sick, mate. What about this name?
Sounds pretty hood.
Associação Surf Costa de Caprica.
Yeah, sorry, I think that's De Caparica.
Oh, De Caparica.
Yeah.
From Portugal. Obrigado.
That'll be interesting. The Portuguese, I'm sure they'll be just bringing suitcases loaded with Portuguese tarts.
I hope so.
Vanilla just overflowing through the zipper. No.
I love those Portuguese tarts,
They're
mate.
the pinnacle.
Yeah.
Club the Tubler, San Bartolo. Now, that's the Peruvian team. And I don't know what the Peruvian peso is doing at the moment, but I know the Aussie dollar's doing all right. And if they want to make a good chunk of change, well, could bring some coffee or
other
anything.
first class charge up material.
Yeah, we know that the Gold Coast really enjoys the fruits of the Peruvian jungle.
There's big news coming out of Peru, which we'll get to in a minute.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Maybe they can just bring a fucking coit full of whatever Miguel Tudela's on.
Yeah, well, we'll find out soon. Who else in there?
Nuki board riders.
Oh, mate, fucking that stoked to be out here for the fucking Usher World Cup Challenge.
Oh.
Don't fucking look sideways at me, a heat cunt. I'll fucking end you, boss.
Leave it out, mate. Leave it out, Nuki.
I don't even know if that is the accent from that region, but I'm just going there.
Where is Nuki? Is that they used to have a Kiwi there?
Yeah, it's
A big one. Is
it
that
up
down near
north?
Cornwall? I don't know.
I don't know, mate. Fuck, I've never been to Nuki, but
Don't really
up
care
the
either.
Nuki board
Probably
riders.
won't ever go there.
Fuck, I hope they do a bit of flexing. I'd
Fucking
love to
hope.
see
Love
a
the
bit of
pommies.
old school, like, proper English flex in this one. You want fucking cool, man?
I met a few
you
of
think
them.
you think you fucking have it?
Mate, I'm actually shout out to those Gronks from the Nuki Club last year. They were iconic.
Yeah.
It's so funny copping pommy surf groms. It's a country that it produces really high level surfers like
Yeah.
Lucas Skinner, obviously, but they're culturally they're stees. Like they have such a strong understanding of who they are. You see that from the fucking Beatles to the football to the Paddy Pimblets. And surfing is not really who they are. So it's quite interesting to see them bung on that kind of surf stees and represent like a kind of Kalani Chapman that's been through the dryer, a shrunken little Kalani Chapman of the gold chain and the classical, like that's like the Hawaiian surf stees that's become the look de rigueur.
It's the outfit of Hawaiian surfing is board shorts, gold chain. That's what it is. Like England, what are they coming over with? What are they going to bring fashion wise? Are they going to be wearing the bucket hat?
It should be Fred Perry fucking zip ups and
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
How good it would be if they just rock up and they're just fucking all hopped up on the Oasis reunion tour and they're like, fucking off, boys, let's fucking have it.
Adidas shell suits and just sockfuls of pingers ready to send at the rave.
Welcome to Australia, boys. I hope the fucking rave culture's as hot as it was in the 90s for you. That'll be fun.
So we've got the North Shore, Oahu, and Kauai board riders. Is that two different clubs?
I think it is. Yep, two different clubs.
You'd hope so. It looks like it's been kind of meshed into one super club. But that would just be
I think
ridiculous.
Kauai, because who do we have?
Seabass and his brother?
Yeah, that's right.
Ollie, is it?
Yeah.
Who's actually representing like the Netherlands in pro surfing? I'm sure of it. But anyway, I swear,
A couple of wine clubs anyway. And look at these. These are the American clubs.
Oh, plenty
It's
of
a heap of them.
Huntington Beach, Santa Cruz, San Clemente, got Encinitas, South Bay, the Space Coast. How good are the Space Coast lords from Fla and Wrightsville Beach, which
This
that's
is
also Florida.
mad.
And then Tahiti, the Federation Tahiti.
Did they almost get
I
it
don't know how to
last
say
year? Did Michelle Perez go absolutely loony last year? Was he surfing in this thing? I feel like he was.
From memory, yeah. I remember there was a few fucking 8-pack mahi carve downs.
Yeah. Classic. It's going to be a good. It's going to be a great event actually, Smivvy, and
Don't forget the Aussie clubs too.
Oh, yeah,
Lauren.
go roll me through.
North Narra,
Course.
Snapper,
Always.
Culburra,
Yep.
And plenty more. A total of 23. Kidding me?
Yeah, and broadcast all weekend. From Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and didn't we have Fish turn up last? DJ Fisher was on comms.
Locked in for a bit for sure.
How's it's a pretty sick panel. Not to their own horn, of course. Smivvy, your boy Smivvy and Deadly will be on mic, as will Ronnie, Rabs, Ockie, Theo loves the mic. He'll grab it from time to time. Dingo usually has a little chirp on there. Hippo. But, imagine Fish getting back on,
Mate,
bro.
Isn't it funny once Fish returns to his natural environment and no one gives a fuck about him? He's just some fucking washer's Kiwi cunt on the mic. It's the same guy. It's exactly the same guy who I remember from prior to him becoming the world's most famous DJ, playing to hundreds of thousands of people and shit. I still struggle to really take him seriously, which is, why he's so famous. He's the fucking Lord of Lords. Bo Gennady, he's selling it on the world stage. One of the greatest purveyors of working class filth that the country's ever produced. Well earned,
well played. Big off. World Club Challenge. Check it out this weekend. That's it for Finger Buns. Unders or overs, Smivvy? What do we got?
Mate, the Thriller at Killers, a big wave contest, ran quietly over the weekend at Todos Santos.
Todos.
Yeah, 30 to 40 foot, huge. All the big names are
What
in
the
it.
fuck? What's happened to big wave surfing? Why doesn't it count anymore?
Mate, it's so weird. They didn't seek to publicise it. They just kind of ran it.
Old school.
Old school. All the call lords are in it. Greg Long, Twiggy won it, 52 years
No.
old. How's the purple patch he's in? Newly minted Rip Curl team rider for the next 3 years. Takes this thing out. And, it meant a lot to him. He was, overcome of emotion. Getting the news from Greg Long, one of his old school mates and old school fucking rhino chaser swinging call lords.
Yeah.
But, mate, Twiggy and those kinds of cons, like, if he was any more comfortable, he'd be taken off of his legs behind his head in some kind of Maharishi yoga pose.
Yeah, doing the good old perineum tanning as he's just bouncing down the face, avoiding like off chop everywhere, and he's just doing that hamster cartwheel backspin with his butthole just copping the full rays of the sun's power. I love that.
It's outrageous. He's toying with it. He's, at times like knifing in behind the big avalanche and coming around it. He's got real steep ones. He's got ones where he comes off the bottom, does little carves. Like, he just whips the 10-0 around like it's, his favourite mid-length and he's surfing 3 foot pass or something. He's just so at peace in those conditions. The comfortability factor is peerless, and that's why he gets the nod, I think.
How good. And
and the women too. Katie McConnell took out the chicks.
Oh, nice.
Just a gnarly American big wave underground surfer. She's a body surfing champion, a marine biologist, like a full-blown triple
What an
threat.
absolute weapon. Weird, isn't it, where big wave surfing's at the moment? Is it the big wave world tour still a thing or not?
I don't think so. I think it's been axed. It's a really hard product to sell just because of the essentially the long waits.
Yeah,
Like,
the long waits. Yeah,
like not a lot going on, but
it's the perfect product for the natural selection style of surf comp, right? Where you package it all up and you just sell it to the highest bidder, and they can run it on ESPN or something like that days after the comp, or maybe Stab. I don't know.
And the weird thing is, like, it also doesn't really translate. It's just not like an entertaining brand of surfing necessarily to watch a lot of the time. Just big knives on steep drops. There's just not a high performance aspect to it. It's like all positioning, drop, and then just kind of riding out of it safely.
Do you forget? This is just a little sidebar question that relates to this though. Like, do you, like, if it's not happening in real time, like say you're watching a footy replay, can you get up and about as much as if you're watching it in the moment at the same time as the whole nation, and there's that collective energy just sort of holding its breath and swearing at the ref and all that? Like, if I watch a game and the result's already done, it doesn't feel the same. And once you start to fiddle with it and package it up, and you haven't got any real time drama playing out, it just kills the sport, and it just becomes a fucking TV show. So it's a no-win scenario here.
It's hard. It's really hard, and I guess that's why this event ran in the background. I looked at the Instagram for the Thriller at Killers, and it has like 2,800 followers. Like, but the combined followings of all the surfers in it off the charts. Like the Jamie Mitchell, like there's a bunch of those fucking big wave maniacs in it.
I guess people just want to consume big waves on Instagram. The smallest possible format you can fucking watch big waves on.
I mean, if I knew it was on, and if it's going to approach that kind of eddy spec, like that kind of energy in the ocean, and that technical level of big wave surfing and sands, like, fuck, I'll watch it. Or some version of it. I'm sure there will be some kind of cut down.
It is weird though, man, because if I'm watching the eddy, I'm all in all day. I mean, we've been lucky. The last few eddies have been real relentless pulsing swells. So you're not kind of just sitting there waiting for hours for a set to come. And the level of carnage and the feeling and just the vibe around it is so intense. It just doesn't translate away from there all that often. Weird, eh?
And I guess the eddy, like Waimea at that size, it's just so ledged out. Like, it's a proper slab. There's not many big waves in the world that have that kind of beyond vert kind of slab and backless.
The atmosphere, dude. Like, there's football noise, stadium noise when someone takes off. Like, it's crazy what's going on there. Anyway, over. I'm going to give it an over for, like, Twiggy winning a comp, big wave comp at 52. That's huge over for me.
Mate, he's unbelievable. I cannot believe this late stage of his career. Like, he's been around for so long, but I feel like it's only been kind of north of 35 that he's really hit his straps. Yeah. He's found his place. It's sick.
Yeah.
Over. Miguel Tudela Vaughan banned for steroids. Unbelievable. Because Miguel Tudela, for me, he's just synonymous with pipe. Like, he's one of them guys who's put in so much time there and had a bunch of crazy waves.
He's a bit of a QE grinder for a while, I think.
Yeah, sure.
He was
They always are.
Yeah, but my basically the biggest memory I have of him is that one he pulled off on, fell out of the sky.
Oh, the one he fell out, it's like a triple up. It's like probably the craziest pipe wave of all time.
Yeah, and he's had plenty of makes out there too, but you don't think of him as a guy who's going to get banned from anything. Why would you get banned? Does he represent... Oh, he represents Peru at the ISA still. So he's been, drug tested and they've found something in his system?
Yeah, something like that. I mean, look, if there's one country where it's easy for you to get a tainted supplement, look, mate, you could have just been eating eggs off a plate you used for a little get-together a couple of nights earlier.
Haven't we all been there,
Oh,
Smithy?
yeah.
Haven't we all been there, mate?
Residual amounts of...
Mate, I just got up in the morning. There was a few crew still up on the couch. I didn't pay them any mind. I just went and made me brekkie, officer, and I got in the car and drove to work, and you've pulled me over, and here I am, and mate, I have no fucking clue how this shit got on me drug swipe.
Lest we forget the time Smithy ate 2 tabs of acid by accident when they were mixed into a pasta after a little get-together.
Yeah, of course, bro.
12 hours of fun. Wow.
Mate, that's a hectic one when you don't know.
Especially when you've been surfing all day. And you come home, you just want to nod off and you're fucking high as a kite and you don't know why. But maybe it's a case of that, or maybe it's a case of if Miguel did have that little extra jab in the Batusi, he would have got down that thing at pipe and stood tall and got blown out, you know?
Yeah, everyone's looking for an edge, mate. Everyone's looking for an edge. But what is the story here?
So the story is, according to the Inertia, Olympic surfer Miguel Tudela suspended for 16 months.
What?
Due to an alleged steroid medical error.
16 months.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Solid. I mean, banned from what exactly? Well, I guess it's just all about the Olympics, isn't it? Which is a proper stitch up.
Oh, that is heavy, because he probably is Peru's... Well, I mean, actually, I don't know.
It's him and Luca Messinas.
Yeah.
As the top two, I think. So this is what has transpired. The International Testing Agency has published an acknowledgement of a court decision suspending Peruvian Tokyo 2020 Olympic surfer Miguel Tudela for 16 months following a positive test for steroids. Tudela maintains the prohibited substance was administered to him mistakenly during a medical procedure. He has not appealed the ruling, and the suspension has already been fully served. Wow, that's convenient.
So this has been and gone. This is just somehow leaked into the press.
Yeah. So retroactive to January 6th, 2024. You gotta love that. That's a smooth deal for Miguel.
Ew.
I mean, I don't want to make false allegations, but to my trained nostril, I do smell a little bit of bakshish. Dare I say it? To maybe Juan Antonio Samaranch or...
no, not those boys, mate. They're as clean as a whistle, those top-tier Olympic officials who, they don't delicate, mate.
According to the report, Tudela 31 was selected for out-of-competition testing conducted by the ITA on behalf of the International Surfing Association.
Have you heard about this? Have you heard about it? Like the drug testing that goes on with all Olympic athletes?
It sounds pretty invasive.
Like I think Steph was telling us, they turn up at your house 2 a.m, make you piss in front of them. Like our queen, like actually can't confirm whether I can't remember the full story, but the image is there, isn't it? Of her having to shake the lettuce in front of some fucking weird ITA fucking drug testing Gronk. Yeah. What's up with that, dude?
It's insane. I mean, and like in light of the rampant allegations of sexual abuse and abuse of power and just fucking rock spiders hiding under every known crevasse in the world right now, it feels like the planet is crawling with rock spiders.
How would you feel, mate?
I don't want some fucking supposed drug testing fucking egghead sneaking into our Steph's home at 2 a.m. and demanding her to take a piss in front of him.
A fully public display of jettisoned urine.
Sounds highly erroneous.
This is all the crew are subject to this. All Olympic sort of potential qualifiers are subject to it. So at any time, some little weedy little fucking weirdo could just knock on your door 2 a.m. Hello, Mr. Right. My name's Paul. I'm afraid you're going to have to pull your cock out and piss in this little petri dish for me, mate. Can you do that for me, Mr. Right? Thank you. That's it.
Is that a no? Well, you're banned. You're gone. You're gone. Cut out of the Olympic team.
Disgrace!
Yeah, this is a disgrace.
I won't have it.
I don't trust these fucking ISA, these World Doping Authority, Olympic IOC committee folk as far as I can throw them.
Yeah. And mate, I'm not backing this at all. This is a huge under from just like people having to publicly urinate in front of these drug testers. Who gives them? What job? What career pathway leads you to be a urine collector for the fucking ITA?
Yeah. Well,
it's Trough Man from fucking Mardi Gras. He probably started the whole thing.
That's one pathway. I think the other is the Catholic Church, but it all leads to a place.
Same place.
Yeah, it all leads to a place of unadulterated access to the nether regions.
Pits. Yeah, exactly.
Of our pro surfing elite. Knife one. What is
It's a disgrace. What's it saying there, Smithy?
So a sample collected in 2024 tested positive for metenolone, a steroid on the prohibited substances list. The ITA subsequently referred the case to the Court of Arbitration for Sports Anti-Doping Division, which held proceedings on August 27, 2025. Now, it all sounds above board and trustworthy, but, so did a little trip to Epstein's Island in the early 2000s, and, so did, a workout at the local Jiu-Jitsu Academy.
I'm smelling a huge stitch up here, Smithy.
Fucking hell, mate. You can't trust these barristers, these kind of legal eagles. They're the sussest cunts on the planet, I tell you. You just can't trust them. I bet you they're all out the back there just sniffing these urine samples, little dipping their finger in, rubbing it on the gums. You just never know.
So what's happened is...
The panel imposed essentially a 16-month sanction that's retroactive to the date the sample was collected, ending on August 16th, 2025. So what's he actually got to say here, Chidella? He told the Inertia that the steroid was mistakenly administered as part of a plasma therapy treatment for a knee injury suffered at the 2023 Pan American Games. Of course. It makes sense to me. Plasma therapy, knee injury.
Yeah.
Hopefully those
bacon and eggs on last night's hot plate. It's all making perfect sense, Smithy. What a bummer. This is the Warney defence, of course, where someone accidentally put or mistakenly administered some sort of performance enhancing.
Well, it was a diuretic
to his
a masking agent.
Well, no, he blamed his mum. Remember? Yeah. How good's Warney chucking his mum under the bus? My mum did it. Anyway,
you wanted to slim up to be on telly and.
Well, look, is there anything else to add here?
Not really, but
because we haven't had a proper surfing steroid scandal for a while, eh? Like, was the last one Neko Padarats when he got done for maybe same sort of deal, like trying to heal from an injury at his back, like slipped discs and stuff, and copped a 2-year ban?
Yeah.
Something like that.
I just honestly, that's right. And I honestly think we're actually heading in the wrong direction. I've been calling out for ages to see our best surfers just hopped up on testosterone and steroids and peptides. I want to see that wave that Chidella pin dropped out of at Pipe. I want to see that thing manhandled and made. I want to see Connor O'Leary or maybe this is a post-career move for Connor. But, I want to see someone of that kind of stature fucking juiced to the gills like Vitor Belfort and just absolutely fucking sending it off the world's biggest ramps and into the world's biggest cones. Let's see where we can go with this surfing caper.
Whatever happened to that enhanced games? Did you ever copy any of the results or see anything to do with it?
Did it actually go down?
I think it went down because I heard that
isn't that just what the UFC is?
The missile, isn't it?
A bunch of roided up fucking mutants beating the shit out of each other.
All sweet. UFC is like just jack yourself up to.
Well, I think they might have pulled up on it a little bit in recent years, but for the first 20 years, that's what it was.
Nice. Look, it's an under for me. I've never really understood how performance enhancing drugs can work for you other than in rehabilitation. So, like, fucking big, what's the beef for a surfer? I don't get it. I actually don't get it. I don't back it either, but I just don't understand why you cop 16 months out of this fucking sport. Like, are you actually a dirty drug cheat if you're just trying to get over an injury? I mean, it's a fine line. Like, it tips over. I understand that, but I'm just saying.
I take your point.
It's unders.
Injury rehabilitation is like just pretty irrelevant in terms of being performance enhancing.
Fucking oath, man. Just get back on the field, bro. We want our fucking heroes out there. Hey, also, why this is a topical sort of situation here, Smithy, is you've heard obviously about the ski jumping
penis gate.
Yeah,
it's a worry.
That's going on. Like, I mean, now you start to see where the benefits of injecting some sort of growth hormone into your stem, your shaft, your helmet, your balls, your peach, your ovaries, your eggs, just to fucking juice up the, just the advantages are endless, aren't they?
Oh, absolutely. When you're carrying a wrecking ball around the kind of core genitalia area, I mean, the extra, we talk about Brooksy needing to potentially thicken up and strengthen up to get a bit more meat behind those calves. Look, this could be an option for her.
Well, mate, what about just
get jabbed up? Get those ovaries fucking just jammed with
get the ovaries pumped. Get the testes pumped.
Yeah.
Get the balls pumped.
Yeah, that's right.
Automatically,
Pump 'em right up.
you're fizzing, like you're foaming at the gird and probably other areas just to get over the ledge and under the ledge and fucking send it deluxe. But what about even just, the ballast? What about for the full rotor?
That's
the full rotor. All of a sudden, we're beyond the 540 and the 720. We're going 1080s, baby. You got that much weight swinging around in your pants.
Especially when you can create the real swelling at the end of the shaft. So it's just a giant
toffee apple mongo knob.
Toffee apple mongo knob, and once that thing's swinging around,
mate,
it's like David and Goliath.
Limitless. Yeah, I think it's time for a royal commission into human growth hormone in the bits.
Yeah, well,
the organs.
It's a complete 180, but I'll back it because I agree.
Yeah.
Vaughan.
Under, over, can't remember.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. Oh, it's challenging. On the one hand, I just want to see surfing go to places we've never seen before. That's the classic futurist in me. In the other, I don't want to see Brazilian journeymen have their careers prolonged by being able to just fucking jab up all the time like Neko. I think that's a disgrace. But Miguel Chidella, look, he's not Brazilian per se, but these Latin American drug cheats have had a gutful.
Mate, well, under. Let's just unanimous under.
I mean, I use the term drug cheat advisedly.
Of course.
It depends what drugs. If they're bringing us drugs to consume. Or,
perfect. Well, yeah. Also, we can break it.
They've been running that racket for
exactly,
years.
for sure.
Great. It's been the lifeblood of the surfing industry.
We back it.
There'd be no surfing industry without it.
Exactly, mate. Ask us a question, Smithy. All right, Smithy. Well, I actually posed a question to the Swellians for this week's episode, and it was this. You may have seen it online. We put up the photo of Morgs and Callum victorious on the dais. Underneath a photo of Travis Head and Alex Carey. For those of you not familiar with these two names, they are Australia's best cricketers over the summer. And the question simply was this, Smithy. Who won summer? Cal Robbo and Morgs, the true grit Aussie Quinella that fucking got it done on top of a Aussie charge at pipe, Chang, the likes of which we have never seen, or the two Adelaide homeboys, double tons in the third test to seal the Ashes against the old foe?
It's a good question. What did they answer, the Swellians?
Well, actually, there was a lot of Morgs and Cal just win the day easily. Like, England were just a joke of a team playing horrible cricket. And to all our English listeners who, in some way, shape or form, feel like they need to defend their team, well, go fuck yourselves, because we were the better team, and that's all there is to it. Morgs and Callum, on the other hand, had to fight tooth and nail to get where they got to. So, always doff the cap to the great Travis Head and Alex Carey, though, Smithy. House of Foam and Froth wants to know, with the disgusting removal of his beloved J-Bay and the return of mostly waves of mortal consequence, will Phil T make the top 10 this year? He's talking about little Felipe. Will this force him to rely on his cologne sales as his main form of income? Is Toledo's retirement next? Hoff. Whoa.
Few scoops
See,
there.
I actually thought Toledo would come out of the fucking just out of the gates ready to blow, dude.
Mate, he's got 4 rippable rights right off the bat. That's right up his alley. So I think he could, this could be like a full-blown resurrection of Puckett Phil.
Yeah.
In this front half of the season. We'll see. It'll be really interesting.
Well, what's on this fucking tour that doesn't suit him? Like, there's only the box and Tahiti, really.
Yeah.
Cloudbreak, maybe.
He can get it done out there.
Yeah, he can get it done.
Pipe and backdoor's not ideal.
I don't know, Hoff. Don't know, mate. I think you might have chirped a little too early there. I think Phil's got a couple of years in him yet.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, if he's relying on cologne sales, that's an issue because, mate...
Have you had a whiff of it?
It just smells like a fucking jiu-jitsu chamber. It's awful. It's just the Brazilian understanding of top quality aroma it's way off. It's not where it should be. I mean, in Australia, it's all, coconut, the kind of essence of sunscreen, surf wax. Over there, it's just fucking, you're just wringing your pit hair into the bottle to come up with your fucking tonic.
Signature scent.
Yeah, it's rare.
Yeah. Where's he going to finish? Top 10? I'm calling definite.
Oh, mate, he's such an unknown.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's definitely some mental vulnerability there. There is... it's a good question about the waves of truth. I think the front half of the year really favours him, though.
Yeah,
So
top 10.
Yeah, I reckon he's going to get on a roll. And who knows? Yeah, let's say, fucking oath, top 10. Hard to see him outside the top 10.
Wazzle Brewski.
As well.
G'day, brah. How are you? Given the recent success of the Oz surfers in the pipe comp, what can Surfing Australia, or whoever is in charge, do to ensure Australian surfers keep competing to the best of their abilities? UTFS. They're doing it, mate. They're doing it. My only advice would be get rid of the foam pit, put the gravel in there, make them land hard. But it worked for Callum. I said that during the episode, man. The foam pit worked. He called on a move that is not his natural go and won the fucking pipe chang with it. Frontside air rev, full road. Thoughts?
Mate, look, I don't think Surfing Australia has a whole lot to do with how these guys perform at pipe and backdoor. Fucking hell. That's just up to the surfers' want and desire to pack 8 to 10 foot cones. And, there ain't fucking really waves like that up on the Goldie. These guys are putting in the miles to get to these slabs and tune up on them. So full credit to the surfers.
You'll love this. Salty Squirrels chipped in here and he said, pay them less. Just give them enough money to survive. Bring back the grit. Mate, you can't pay a Changers cunt less than what they're getting. They're fucking not even... Mate, I've seen them. They're scratching around out the front of pubs, eating hot chips, whatever's left on people's plates, and, getting the ciggy butts and rolling them out and rolling their own ciggies and then sell them back to patrons for $1.20.
Yeah, it's a worry. I got to say, though, I've just been constantly reliving that Morgs Baron Bermuda moment from the start of that heat. I still cannot get over the fact that he took a wave off Baron of that kind of consequence. And it just reeked of hog. This concept of because if Baron gets that wave, Baron could get a 10. If Morgs gets the wave, he could also get a 10. But to not even give him the option of going and not even really get a good look at that thing. He's just I have to take this wave off him. And that's just he must have been given the right act before he paddled out there. If a fucking proper 10 comes through and Baron's having a sniff at that thing, you have got to stop him. You have got to get on that thing. Do whatever it takes.
That's the
Death
difference.
or glory.
That's the
what
difference.
A moment. What
Block
a moment.
it out. Don't give him a sniff. Come at me, cunt. Run it straight.
To have to do it in those kinds of circumstances where it's probably life or death, fucking full credit to Team Morgs.
You've been lying there at night thinking about this and just going, just doing the old...
One of the great moments in Australian surfing. Oh, fuck, it was good.
Oh, I love it, Smivvy.
Underdog par excellence.
Stab low. Hey, Smivvy and Deadly. Do the dynamic duo surf oracles have some insider knowledge about the Yeppoon plunger surf lakes? What do you think? What do you think? If it's a matter of money, some call lord can do it old school with some Colombian pharmaceutical money that can kick in. Then, once it's up and running, us chlorinated cone chasers can keep it going. That place would be the mecca of claw lords the world over. Yeppoon would be a surf tourist hotspot. Yeah, okay, sorry, I fucking butchered the read of that. I was all over the shop. But, yeah, Yeppoon. I've heard they've sold a couple of licenses to build in other countries.
Well,
so, I mean...
where's ours?
Yeah.
That thing's mental.
Because the thing is, that one was a test pilot, and from all reports, it tore itself up, basically, just with use. So they've kind of worked out all the engineering logistics required to make it, a rock-solid piece of surf machinery.
Mate, well, that's what happens when you let Dingo Morrison have open reign on your slab. At all hours, you give him the keys to the joint. Of course, he's going to wear it out.
Yeah.
He's just in there screaming at the Bangladeshi staff, "Did him out! Did him out! More slab! Milking it, and then it breaks and no one else gets a turn.
Yeah.
It's a disgrace.
Yeah.
Filthy on that.
No.
I didn't get a go.
Nah,
Did you get a go?
We got to speak to Dimitri Poulos. Get him in. Mate, your problem, not enough concrete, mate. Come on, bro. Pour it in, more trucks, more concrete.
Dimitri Poulos. One of the great names on the
He's
World
fucking,
Challenge Series.
he might
Fucking
be on the
rips.
CT,
Let's
bro.
go,
We might have a
Poulos.
fucking Greek surfer on the CT.
Sick.
Look at me, mate. I'm fucking flying, bro. Oh, sauce bottle. Any truth to the rumour surfers are considering ditching the Red Bull wings for penis doping enlargements to increase performance and lift a la the Winter Olympics? Well played, sauce bottle. He misses nothing, mate. He's all over it. Yeah, I reckon there is. Truth to that rumour. And any truth to who? Have you heard anything swirling around about who's putting the needle like right in the girthy bit?
Ooh, I don't know.
Putting the veins to work?
I did jump on a kind of artificial intelligence scanning program where it took a biometric scan of each surfer's appendage.
Oh, see, I thought... Oh, right, I didn't think they had that technology yet. I heard,
no, they've got it.
I heard that, one of the surf artists, either Aussie or Otis or one of those crew, was just getting around with a big chunk of clay and just taking penis molds of all the surfers before the year kicks off. And then at the end of the year or at the end of each comp, they've still got to perfectly shape their bits into the mold.
Yeah, right.
And if there's any sort of like shoving or poking or having to squeeze it in, well, then that surfer's in deep shit.
Yeah, if there's just big folds of skin coming out the edges of that clay mold, you're on the Miguel
you're
Trudell
gone,
program.
mate. You are so gone. Yeah, what's this? A
16
little bit of
months.
ball bag sticking out the side? That wasn't there before.
You've been jabbing, haven't you, Philippe? You little cunt.
Avenue Vintage. Now, this is a good one. Smivvy, I really want to get your take on this, bro, because I reckon you will have thought about it, being the fucking mad surf nerd that you are. God bless you. Avenue Vintage wants to know, why are surfers getting rewarded for what appear to be narrowly recovered mistakes in waves of mortal consequence? There are always massive scores going to guys who basically fuck up but then recover from it. In this comp, Mikey and Ian come to mind. That was the genteel fold, and then the Mikey Mick McDonsky sort of late entry. I don't know if that was a mistake as much.
Yeah,
but
those two waves are very different in my mind.
yeah, no, but you know what I'm talking about. Like
whenever
there's a
one,
kink and then someone makes it.
It's the Slater effect, that bit of drama, that bit of theatre.
So this guy, Avenue Vintage, he wants to know, I understand that the drama and the theatrics, but if you did that with a huge turn or an air, you'd be penalised for the sketchiness. The lack of flow and the recovery time, etc. And then you see guys like John putting on flawless tube clinics and essentially getting penalised for being too good at it where compared to their sketchier counterparts.
It's a good point.
The argument could be, and is sometimes made, that the sketchy makes are an inevitable and unavoidable outcome of pushing the limits of what's possible with tube riding. But considering it never happens to the best of the best tube pigs and chargers, I don't buy it. Get that up, yous. Well played.
Well said.
Avenue Vintage. What's your thoughts there, bro?
Yeah, agreed. The Ian Gentle wave was pretty perfect. The stumble was weird, but it did put him super deep. But it wasn't a wave of immense consequence. Whereas the Mick McDonald one, that had like career-ending consequence on it. That thing was fucking 8 foot, pretty well onshore. When you sit on the beach at Pipe and watch people try and knife those things and deal with the chandeliers, like it's actually unthinkable that they're sending it into the trough of those kinds of waves.
There's examples of both. Like there's a wave of Slater, a Tahiti final where he laybacks, fucks up the takeoff, lays back, gets absolutely drained, gets a perfect 10. And 10, 15 years later, one at Pipeline where he's pig dogging, gets a little ridge, knocks him off, and he bodyboards through the spit, gets to his feet, and then doggy doors and gets a 4. There's that classic sort of front side hit off the lip, lay back, sort of almost like where you lose the tail, but you body surf back onto your feet, and that can be pretty spectacular and get big scores. But then there's that weird one that Kelly did years ago where he tried a backhand air and it went all pear-shaped and the board flipped and he caught it mid-air and he rode out of it and it got fuck all. And like, it's just a feel thing, for the judges at the end of the day, those sorts of moments. And I feel like the Mick one's undeniable. Like, no matter John, whoever it was, would have done well to do what he did. But the Gentile one is definitely a little fucking kink in the algorithm.
Agreed.
Yeah. They got to sort it out, mate. You don't want that deciding a fucking world title, Smithy.
Yeah, like if Barron Mamiya's on that Gentile wave, he's not bobbling and he's just effortlessly weaving through that thing, and they're probably throwing a 7.5 at it.
Yeah, and lots of crew chipped in here. Andrew Sageman, 22. He said exactly, you get rewarded for fucking up and leave points on the table if you ride it perfectly. Matty McGilvray at Shapes, for instance, fucking amazing recovery on the bottom of that one. That was a fucking crazy wave, bro. I got to give that a 10. I can't fucking.
That was definitely glory.
I do get it, though. Yeah, there's plenty of them. The Noisy Surfer. How good would a documentary on the golden debaucherous years of the Kiwi be? Fucking sign up your lawyers, cunts. There's a fucking class action coming on.
Mate, it would be good, though. Back when Smithy was doing his cadetship there at Stab Magazine, that was one of the stories I really wanted to do, was just set me loose on the queue with the degenerates and let me fucking just cross swords and go hard, sleep in board bags on the Euro leg and document everything that went down.
It's beyond documentation. Like, fucking beyond it.
Yeah, you'll end up in the Epstein files.
Every single night during the QE for the whole year is a fucking just a disaster waiting to explode. And there's plenty of good yarns. Like, I'll give you just a real brief one. But one QE warrior got absolutely hammered at this Spanish festival. Got naked, did a full-blown table slide across someone else's drinking table, knocking over everyone's piss and beers.
Classic.
They all wanted to kill him, so he climbs up the side, up a gutter on the side of this building, starts like nude dancing, going, "You can't hit me." They're just pegging bottles at him. It's just smashing everywhere. And it's lynch mob stuff by this stage. They're fucking out to get him. They're like,
you don't disrespect the Basques.
Holy shit. Nude. There's kids walking around.
Yeah.
And he fucking climbs down. They're just chasing him through the streets, pitchforks and torches, the whole fucking rabble from the, South Park and that. He busts the back window of a car, climbs in, falls asleep. Whoever's driving the car is maggot, not someone he knows, but just gets in, doesn't even know he's there, doesn't even notice the fucking smashed window, drives to another fucking country, and this cunt wakes up in the next day naked in the back of a car, dying of thirst. This dude's long gone, and he just looks around and he has no idea where he's surrounded by mountains, doesn't even know which direction the coast is. Wow. That's like one QE battler, one story from fucking 20 years of QE grinding, dude.
You know what? I think what we can actually do, and we've actually talked about this, is to do the kind of narrativized audio version of this. Where, we can kind of prevent people from, ending up in the Epstein files with some just changing of names and limiting details like you've done very masterfully right there.
Yeah. Well, I thought we should definitely do that. We're going to take that on, Noisy Surfer. And I reckon we'll take it on this year, Smithy. Greatest stories never told, but QE grind editions. Zane Homewood. Zano, on your brother. On topic of last ep, when you boys were talking about frothing out on old surf films on YouTube, I recently watched Second Thoughts by Timmy Turner. and on YouTube, and wow,
Sacred
what
text.
a classic. Is that the most core surf trip ever put into a film?
Yeah, it's got, well, I mean, yeah, kind of. It is such a well-made feature-length film that blends surfing and storytelling seamlessly, and sick music and stonercore Californian
And
surf culture.
The greatest score of all time.
Yeah.
Like, fucking unbelievable. Followed by,
Unbelievable roping cones.
you know, the ultimate consequence. Where Timmy, fucking after drinking swamp water in Indo and just getting fucking mauled by mosquitoes his whole life, ends up with brain staph, gets half his fucking skull cut off.
Yeah, but that happened from Huntington. They tell me that he contracted that infection back home in the
What?
States. Yeah.
Wow, mate. Yeah. There you go.
Pretty
Still,
good. Got that on pretty good
well, that's
authority.
ironic.
Yeah, I spent a bunch. Used to hang out with Travis all the time. But yeah.
Classic.
Stars from that show. Fuck.
I did a trip with him. I went
Yeah,
camping.
you were there.
Oh, not on that trip. I did a follow-up trip with Transworld Surf, and mate, oh my god, it's fucking not for the faint-hearted. Those like camping in the bush.
Oh, it's rank.
In fucking the Mentawais.
Yuck.
And we had the misfortune of, like, probably the good fortune away, because you're so weak, man. We ate all our food in the first couple of days, or week or whatever, and then we're just camping there, and it just pisses with rain 1 minute. Stinking hot and humid the next. You're just in your mozzie net constantly. But I don't know what I would have done if the surf was up, because I was just exhausted every single day, man. Nowhere near enough nutrients. You're drinking like fuck. Your water rations are so important to keep locked off. So you're just fucking exhausted the whole time. We surfed like 3-4 foot waves, but it was hectic.
It's so hardcore, that version of travel. And those guys, they're baiting fish hooks in the fucking Gulf of Mexico. They're delivering pizzas. Like, that's how they're making the money to go on those trips. Like, they are the biggest tight asses. They're so
Oh my God.
fucking povo.
Every single cent, mate. Every cent. If they can scam it, they're scamming it. It was a sick trip, though. I was with Potts and Brady Schwartz, and fucking good dudes, mate. And Timmy's
So
going
classic.
good. So
That's
good
good
stuff, yeah. Fran the intern. Here's one. I'd love your take on, Smithy. Why are surfers such cunts in the water, but such good humans on land, generally speaking? UTFS.
I know. It's one of the great paradoxes of this surfing lifestyle that we all grapple with, rinsed corn. And it really just comes down to scarcity of resources. Like, can you imagine if, to frame this in another way, like if your skate park was only open for an hour or 2 hours a week, a day even. But like, a lot of the time these waves only turn on for like fucking a day in a year. Like waves like Cura and shit. A couple days in a year.
Yeah.
A lot of the waves around here, they're good fucking once a week, like on average, if you're lucky.
Fully.
And so it's just all these people jammed into this tight window. Plus you got all these surf forecasting websites
Do you
going,
think it's the
go here now.
But do you think it's I think it's the majority aren't that cunty in the surf. The majority.
It's I think
Like, I don't...
the situation just breeds cuntiness. Like
Yeah, but
I've seen all kinds of people delaminate and
True.
the most people who you would never think about
have no cunt in them whatsoever.
getting
and all
into
of a
full
sudden they're-
barneys and blowing up and
Yeah, they've got like a little labia just starting to slip out of their eyes and just fucking bits hanging off their ears, and they just go full cunty mode.
Man, it was so good back in the day when I was growing up and just getting screamed at and abused by full-grown psychos, and there was no women in lineups, and it was just like for a select few of generally like chemically imbalanced psychopaths to enjoy the waves. And,
I felt like it was way more cunty back then, dude.
it was way more cunty.
Way more
That's my
cunty.
point.
Yeah,
it was psycho.
It's way less
But
cunty now.
the beauty of that was like you fucking had to earn your stripes.
Yeah.
Like it was deal with the cuntiness, and the cuntiness kept the sport small because it was psycho everywhere you went. Every single fucking beach all over this country, and even in Indonesia and shit. Like you just had to deal with lawless psychos who clung to this fucking old school style of justice.
Yeah.
And you had to buy in because they ran every fucking lineup all over the world.
It's true.
And now it's been overwhelmed by just like kind of beginners and kooks, and it's in this strange place where there's just not enough to go around.
Nah, you're right. Still, I just don't see that much cuntiness anymore. Oh, good day at Lennox, sure. Fuck,
Mate,
you'll see plenty of cunts out there.
I
But I mean,
yeah.
they're all me mates.
Yeah, we're blessed.
They're good blokes. I don't know.
Well, we've come through the hard times.
We have.
And we understand, like, how lineups should work, and we know how to work them over.
Yeah.
By being respectful to the right people. That's the thing. When you've been doing this long enough and you've had to go through that hazing process like we both did, you can go to any lineup in the world and immediately identify who's a risk to you, who do you have to kind of show respect so you can kind of get waves off them. It can be just making eye contact, acknowledging the fact that you're giving them waves, and eventually they give you. There's like a full matrix, a social matrix there that can only be learned through decades of experience. And there's a lot of people in lineups that they're oblivious to the code. It's so nuanced. I don't blame them. You can't fucking really learn it unless you've grown up getting abused by psychos.
I can't.
Sad fact that it is.
Whatever, Trevor.
I do apologise for the cuntiness of surfing, and I don't want to be advocating for it, but look, it was the way it was, and it is what it is.
Look, there's plenty of cunts out there still, Spivvy. So we're not living in a utopia just yet.
It's not a utopia, but it is way better than it was.
It is way better. Whatever, Trev. How are you, bruv? Good to see some familiar faces back here, mate. How fucking lucky are we, creatures, to be born in the most random era of time that we found surfing? Reckon the Aztecs used to get drained out of their sleds. Oh, sorry. Reckon the Aztecs used to get drained, but all their sleds got pulverized, and we have no way of... fucking hell. Sorry, Trev, I'm butchering this. But yeah, you're right, mate. We fucking nailed it. We're born in a great time. Yeah. I mean, there are cultures out there that have been surfing for millennia. We know that. The Peruvians, the Hawaiians, the Polynesians. But we are very lucky to be surfing at this particular point in time as the world heads towards an inevitable doom.
Oh, they've been saying it for ages. Look, mate, I reckon the Incans and the Mayans, they were doing just surfing of astral planes, just getting so fucking doped up on Amazonian psychedelic brew, like the fucking carve downs they'd be doing in the kind of galactic sacred geometry realm. Can you imagine the fucking Technicolor spray that'd be coming off a big Silver Surfer as he just grab rail ripped one off the top and then just fucking open up a fabric of the universe and
there's no
stand
way.
tall on a Milky Way of fucking galactic stardust get blown out by cosmic particles.
Oh, so there's only one other surf trip I want to go on besides John's Seacock expedition, and that is the the alternative astral fucking cosmic surf trip. Board, wetty, non-option. Or optional.
It's definitely a different aesthetic, but I back it. Like, I'd love to go to the Goats Costa Rican ayahuascan lair, and you can fully picture it in your mind's eye, like being super hammered on this mystical brew emanating from this cauldron, and you're seeing all these kind of galactical visions and having this insanely ascetic experience where you're getting fucking barreled by the cosmos. And then you come to and you're just this parched, dried, disheveled mess covered in spittle and spew and excrement. And
and you look over and over in the corner, just in some shit-stained linen pants, his goat just jamming his cock full of human growth hormone.
Slamming cans of perp. Like, God, this is a nightmare.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no, we'll stick to the more classical version. But it's funny. Sometimes I look at surfing as well through a different lens, and I'm like, we're just all a bunch of fucking hopeless adrenaline junkies. Like,
I know. I honestly don't really surf for that adrenaline rush anymore.
Nah.
I honestly reckon I'm just out there just to purely rinse off and escape the fucking just shit show on land.
Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm moving there.
And I'm
Injury after
I'm
injury is
cruising, Smithy. I've said it before on this potty, but one moment on one wave, not even a full wave start to finish, is what I don't even need that anymore. I just need to feel a little bit of speed, a little bit of a click, a little swerve that links with another swerve, and I'm fucking coming in happy as a fucking hat full of assholes, brother.
Yeah, I love that. That's wisdom. That is really the most you can hope to extract from surfing and enjoy the longevity of it. You just don't rinse yourself too hard.
Nah.
Don't make it clean
Just
yourself.
cruise, bruh.
Just cruise. Get the dopamine squirt and fuck off.
That's it. Made by Plasma wants to know, does this new generation think that they have broken out of the shadow of the Fanning Parko era in terms of performance?
Oh, it's a big shadow. I don't know.
I don't. I mean,
The shadow of Parko's nose.
so, well, post Fanning Parko, we had Owen, Julian, probably feeding directly into Jack, Ryan. Mate, I think we're in the shadow, well and truly.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think there's any shadow busting going on.
Nah. Mate, Mick wrestling world titles off AI and the GOAT.
Same with Joel.
Fucking unbelievable.
Yeah. No, we're a ways off.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're a ways off, mate.
Yeah.
I think Jack would be our number one CT winner on tour at the moment. 8 CTs.
Isn't it crazy
Mick's
that
got
he's...
fucking 21, dude.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. I think Joel's got 12. So Robbo's on the come up. When he gets to 12, we'll start talking about getting out of shadows. But right now, mate, no sun here. No sun here.
We're just all hiding in the shadow
Big.
of Parko's astronomical snows.
He's the 2012 pipeline master.
He's a Swellian. Hooroo.
We're due for a Parko chat, eh?
Yeah. Gotta get him
Let's
on.
get him on. We can cosmic apricot him at the Usher.
Perfect.
T-bone collector. Barreled potty? Think so. On your T-bone. They say cream rises to the top. So what did this pipe event tell us about who's ready for the CT? Jed Orm Smith, your comment, please.
Yeah, it was... Where to even start with it? I guess, all things considered, like the Australians are just so hungry and they're so consummate, so well-rounded in all kinds of conditions. Like to see a performance that was that commanding from guys who have no right to be putting on those kinds of performances at a wave like Pipeline. Like Xavier Huxtable is not from a part of the world where there's waves that are anything like what you get to surf at Pipe and Backdoor. Like, and yet, like the skill set is locked in, the hunger, the desire. Like that was really what impressed me about it, was just the fucking want, the absolute unapologetic, competitive grit and fire.
Yep.
That was just unmatchable. And you could see the looks on some of these like Hawaiian faces in particular where, you know, they've kind of milked their way into this competition. The way they kind of travel around the world, the way they get around the North Shore, like they're chest beating, they're talking themselves up. They have such a big vibe and a big energy. And then to see these guys they've never even heard of absolutely fucking desecrate them on their own wave. What a humbling experience.
And mate, if I look at the names and I'm talking about the Aussie cream here, the finest cream in the world,
Oh, it's the best.
milked from the juicy plump udders of our great dairy industry. And mate, get me on those teats any day. Nom nom nom. Even though I'm a bit of a bonsai man.
Yeah, I'm a bonsai man.
There's not a name in that list of guys who are on the cusp of qualifying. There's not one of them who I don't think is ready for the CT. Not one. Like Cal Robbo, Morgan Siblick, freaking Georgie Pittar, Winter Vincent, Lobby, fucking Zave, GP, did I say him? Like, the list goes on, man. The list goes on. There's no one, like Jacko Baker, they could all go back on tour and do damage in those first 3 events. Like, no question.
And
so,
you know-
like, they're all ready.
They're all ready. And you know what's crazy? When I look around the Challenger Series, I don't see another country producing any great talent, really. Like Brazil's got, like Mateus Hurdy, yeah, like he's super exciting, but he doesn't scream versatility when I think of him. And he doesn't really scream world tour success either. Semi Pupo, yeah, on and off. Like he's not world title pedigree. And it's really just, again, like the talent well is so deep here.
Yeah.
We're never not producing.
And the pathway is always there, man. Like, it's so there. It's so established. It is so proven to work that you can step off it now. Like, that's how fucking confident these Groms are. Like, Miller Brown and Huey Vaughan have stepped off the pathway. Like, they're not on the conveyor belt towards surfing greatness just yet in terms of, like, getting the career, getting the heat wins. But when they want to step back on, they're good to go. And the pathway's there and it's going to work. Whether that's just like keeping the blade sharp at board riders, going to the HBC, getting your starts, like just staying in the cycle. And man, fuck, you should see what's coming. There's no end in sight here, Smivvy. Like
Dane Henry's mind-blowing.
Dane Henry.
He's Mick Fanning who can do backflips.
Lennox Smith. We got freaking Ocean Lancaster just won an ISA Junior World title. There's Caden Francis
We
down there.
cleaned out the ISA titles. We cleaned out the World Juniors.
Dude, we are.
And we just cleaned out the fucking best Chang event. Like the only Chang event I can remember since maybe a Durban comp a few years ago that's been held in real waves, which I think Chippo won.
And man, honestly, I know that pockets of talent can explode out of places. At a rare moment, we had the Cooley kids, we had the Brazilian Storm, we had the we probably got the Chinese fucking, what was it? The Great Squall of China coming our way. But these pathways have been built over years and years and years, established by the Great Bhagwan. And fucking look at the fruit on these trees, bruh! Australia! My dad picks the fruit that goes world titles.
Yeah. It's no guarantee it'll be enough to claim us a world title. Like, that can be just a rare, freakish talent that can come from anywhere.
Yep.
But in terms of just consistency, there's no doubt that Australia still is the number one surfing
Aussie
superpower.
cream, mate. Aussie cream. Odio Dwyer. Will Zave get a wild card to Bells? My understanding is that I think freaking old mate Dane Henry might be in the mix.
I'd love to see.
They're going to have. Well, he's in the mix. I think there's because who gets to pick the wild card? Is it WSL or is it Rip Curl? Rip Curl have trials,
Yeah.
so I don't know.
So
Anyway.
the Rip Curl trials will essentially pit Hannahs and Xavier against each other, right? Or Rip Curl
Dane's been in the trials the past few years, but I think there is an event wildcard as well as the trials winner. Pretty sure. Get back to you on that. But fuck, mate, put him in there. We saw what he did to Idolo in front of a home crowd on a classic Victorian overcast afternoon, Easter afternoon, mate. If you want to fucking watch Australian sport at its finest, go to Bells, watch the local guy take on the fucking one of the big dog world champs.
As good as it gets.
Mate, meat pie, icy cold stone and wood, get it done. Okay. What's happened here? Sean TSOL. Does Caltex have to work between events? See, coaches Gronks. I knew he was going to win that final. Just thought he'd grind it out. Sick result. Love the grit. Well said.
Packed plenty of cones of proper conequins too in that event. Let's not forget. Had a couple of fucking proper rompers.
Mate, is he working? He's got a kind of a bunch of different things on the go.
Project 6 is his little coaching kind of course.
It's good. It's really good.
Of course.
Fuck, dude. I was watching it and I've been like tapping into a little bit of wisdom, trying to get the front side wrap just a little bit more Caltex orientated. Can he qualify? My word, he can. Reclaim Surf. Your friend, my friend. Is it okay for a Swellian to get pitted on their self-made pipo when the surf is lame and then get so stoked on it that they start taking it out when the waves are actually good, asking for a friend who is having a stupid amount of fun? How do you go on the old, remember that little pipo slash, what was the other wooden board that that was a big thing for a hot second?
The hand plane?
No, not the hand plane. Remember the, that's the hand plane. He makes the hand planes out of recycled wood. But what was the fucking Elia?
Oh.
Did you ever get into it?
Never
Did
had
you
a
give it
crack on the Elia.
Yeah, I had a few cracks.
How'd you go?
Yeah. I could get it going. I could trim.
Yeah, I guess like the only ones I ever put under my arm just didn't have enough volume to paddle me.
Well, that's the problem.
It is
they're
paddling
absolute fucking nightmare to
They're
paddle.
pretty much beneath the water.
Yeah, but if you can get on waves and you can surf. It's pretty, I reckon it's torturous, but whatever. Dude, Dad, what's the go with the commentators low-key throwing some shade at Ethan Hewing for not showing up at Pipe for the Challenger event? I missed this. Did you cop
I
it?
didn't cop that, yeah.
I can understand Phil, but come on, EE. Oh, but come on. EE will go if given the chance. He's charged at Chopes and he was threading backdoor a few weeks before the comp. What are they fucking on about? And I back that. He surfed the scariest fucking heat I've ever seen with my own two eyes at Chopu. I mean, what more does the cunt have to do?
Olympics chopes, fucking, what was that? 8-foot onshore west chopes.
Like so
Yeah.
west, it was basically licking its own date. Like, mate,
Yeah,
he answers to nobody.
It's just a bit of classic, solidarity with the working class Chang grinders, not wanting to steal points off him and give him a free run at getting back on tour.
Not like the chicks just turning up with their fucking feed bag and their spoons just like scooping up all those Chang points for themselves.
Yeah, that's a disgrace.
CT Queens. Salty Squirrel is Deadly part Brazo. Those Medina impersonations are fucking good. DNA test coming up for Alfie. Fucking hell, Alfie did spend a fair bit of time in Brazil. Don't want to throw him under the bus with mum, but I don't know. Maybe. Samuel Bourne. He's the guy who chipped in on the Aussie pairing that won the summer. No brainer. The only grit the Aussie cricket side has shown in recent times comes in the form of 80 grit sandpaper.
Oh, come on. That's a bit low.
Nah, it's a bit low.
We've moved on.
He's still butt hurt from the underarm delivery, though. He's a Kiwi.
Oh, jeez. I tell you, you talk about sporting futurism and games and shit. What a masterstroke that was from Chappelli.
Oh, that is fucking good stuff, Borny. Well done. Jimmy Blair has chipped in here. Smithy, the jet skis at Stratty have been breeding like rabbits and are now doing step-offs amongst the paddle surfers. From all reports, there's been some really close calls happening when it's only 4 foot. Next Swell is going to be a fucking circus. Clown emoji. Thoughts? You know our thoughts on this, Jimmy.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything more I can say. Fuck, it's diabolical. I can't believe we've entered this dystopian realm of, if surfing was cunty as it was, you add jet skis to the mix and it's just...
Oh, my God. Turbo cunt.
Oh, it's
you know what that
turbo.
is? That's human growth hormone pumped into the cunt.
Yeah, it's fuel-injected cunt.
Fuel-injected cunt.
It's hectic. It's a disgrace.
Curse Bailey for VD. In the last few years, the bald community has gained Julian, but lost Fisher. What are the sentiments on the trade from our lockless brethren? Well, I'm happy. I'll take Jules over Fish. Never been one for that sort of music, just between you and me. I mean, don't get me wrong. Really strong pinger. A good 3-day weekend where I know that there's a couple of days to get over the inevitable serotonin dip. But, mate, I'll get right in behind anything.
Oh, mate.
Fisher on that night. Don't you worry about that.
Just
VD
get on the
front row. Yep, yep.
Get on the 5-HTP. Go down to your local pharmacy. Get the serotonin little pills.
Yeah.
They're
But
done.
I'm not too sad to lose Fisher. But I welcome Julian with open arms.
Oh, yeah. You got it.
And I love that, when you have a child prodigy with looks and the golden locks that Jules had, and, he becomes a bit of a dad bod and the hair's gone and he gets into a CT final against a fairly uppity Brazilian and the crowd starts going bonkers. Guess what, mate? The cunt is not going to take any shit anymore.
That's right.
Yeah.
Nah, it's, again, just more evidence of the universe being in perfect balance, because I tell you, when he was young Jules with that puka shell necklace and that beautiful blonde quiff of hair, mate, he was walking down Main Street Coolman having to peel pussy off him. It was stuck to him like flies to that sticky paper. So, now he's just a mature dad with plenty of grit and plenty of reason not to let some fucking luscious locked Brazo steal his thunder from him. He's going to fucking wax that cunt whenever he gets the chance. He's got all the motivation in the world to do it. No hair.
Oh, mate. Well said, Smithy. Well said. A couple more here, mate. This is from Dogan Owen. Can we have a Swellian rerun of the infamously punishing WSL Kaipo tongue twister Bonsoy ad? Must have heard it 1,000 times through the pipe comp. This is the Bonsoy ad where he's doing the vocal warm-ups. You know those ones?
You need New York. You
Yeah.
need New York. Do
Do you know what that word is? Do you know the word how he goes?
The Hawaiian language.
Yeah, he goes humu humu nuku nuku apua a.
That's right.
That is the official native fish of Hawaii. It's the longest word in the Hawaiian dictionary.
You're kidding.
And when Stedman, my buddy Luke Stedman, married Malia Jones all those millions and millions of years ago, me and Cowboy wrote a song for the wedding that we played at Stedman's wedding, which was fucking packed with native-born Hawaiians.
Of course.
And we, in our fucking erroneous, silly, fucking,
Aussie
nervous stupor, didn't check on how to pronounce this word.
Oh, no.
And so we've whacked it in the song. And I think I've got it here, if you want to have a listen.
I'd love to hear
mate,
it.
this is heavy because I actually, Luke and Malia broke up quite early into their relationship.
Oh, yeah.
So
Controversial split.
I haven't been able to play this song for a long, long time, but we played it at the wedding, and I was dead set waiting for the Hawaiians. Dorian was there, freaking Tak, what's the little grom from the Japanese?
Nikita.
No, little,
cheeseburger.
Raji, the little air freak from the pools.
Yeah.
His dad, he was there. He's a Hawaiian Japanese guy, and mate, the freaking room went ballistic. They were
loved it.
frothing on it because we butchered it so badly it couldn't be taken as a cultural, ignorance. So for the first time ever in the history of Ain't That Swell, Luke Steadman's wedding song featuring the longest word in the Hawaiian dictionary, butchered.
Perfect. Urgh.